Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you are. Thanks so much for watching my video. It's so good to see you. I'm gonna do my best to do this every day. So, 9:30. This will be the time of day to do this, 5 days a week. Eastern time. I'm in Eastern time. So if you're in the UK, I think that's what, 5 hours or 6 hours? I think it's 5 hours. In Germany, 6 hours. So, like 2 p.m. In the UK. In Pacific time, we're talking about 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. Yep. So get up early to come watch me, or if you're in Mountain Time, 7:30. Not terrible. Anyhow, enough about time because, well, timeline and stuff. That's another topic for another day. That's not even what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about today is like this really surprising way to take care of yourself and show yourself love in the midst of a really big, crazy life circumstance. Because I think one of the biggest issues with self care is it's like, oh, I'm gonna go sit in a bath, right? And we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I'm gonna go sit in a bath and meditate, right? Which is good. Don't, I'm not knocking it, but there's this like theoretical thing about like, that's what self care looks like. And self care is loving yourself in the moment, no matter what else is going on, and not like hating yourself. So, there was something I was going to say before I got into it. Uh, oh, yeah. If you're watching this live, hashtag live. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. And comment wherever you are feeling like so inspired to do so. And if you are watching, hi Carrie. If you are watching live and at the end of my little spiel, we can do an Ask Me Anything, where you can just ask me questions and I can intuit whatever it is that you want. Anyways, so in the midst of craziness happening, I'm gonna give you a little story. Yesterday, it was 1 o'clock, and usually by 1 o'clock, the cat has at least once, come up and tried to accost me by sitting in my lap and trying to put his hands all in my throat and choking me with his claws, because he loves me. That's his version of showing love. But he didn't do that, and it was 1 p.m. and I was like, that's weird. So I'm walking around looking for this cat, and it took me an hour to find him, and he was not doing well. He was very sick. So I had to take him to the vet, and it was a whole 5 hour ordeal, and he's fine. He's expensive, but he's fine, right? Like that's how animals go. But I told you all yesterday I left my job, and in the midst of all this craziness, I was like going, "Oh my gosh, this is so crazy!" And then all of a sudden, it came to me. I'm so grateful that these are my problems. I'm so grateful that these are my problems. And this has come up to me again and again and again, of reminding me that what I had before and the problems I had before are suddenly very different. And in this moment of having new problems, having different problems, I'm very grateful. Like, this is my problem. Not people are telling me I'm stupid when I'm telling them the truth or whatever it was that was going on, right? But now, I'm solving a problem with, a living being, and, my decisions matter. What I do matters. And that's a huge change. They say what's the phrase? A bad day on fishing is better than a good day at the office, right? But it was kind of like that. A bad day working from home, doing my thing, even though this cat thing exploded and it was a 5 hour deal and I couldn't find a vet and everything was crazy, that was more solvable than what I was dealing with before. And I'm so grateful that these are my problems. So if you are in the midst of something ridiculous and crazy, what I would invite you to do is be grateful that that is your problem, because you could have a bigger problem, right? I have had a moment where a few years ago I had my hair done, and I was like really upset because I had asked for one thing and then the hairdresser like talked me into something totally different because she didn't feel like dealing with it. She didn't feel like doing what I asked and what I had actually scheduled to do. I scheduled a balayage and she dyed my hair and she convinced me to dye my hair all one color that wasn't even the color I wanted, right? And so I called my sister and I was just crying and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I hate my hair. And she was just like, I'm so sorry, like, it sucks and all this and being really empathetic. And I was just like, I'm so grateful this is my problem. I am so grateful that this is what is making me cry today. So I would invite you to just be grateful that you are in the situation that you're in, and that way you can recognize the beauty of the problem you're in. And once you recognize the beauty of the problem that you're in, you can kind of get out of your head of like, oh, this is so terrible, because it's probably pretty terrible, you know? Having to decide how much your cat is worth is pretty terrible, right? And having to make these big decisions and having to do certain things, it can be pretty terrible. So today is the day just to remind yourself, I'm so grateful that these are my problems. And Carrie, good luck with your hair. Because every woman's hair is a big deal, right? It's a big deal. So yeah, thanks for coming by. If anyone has any thoughts or questions, I'm gonna do this every day, Monday through Friday, to the best of my ability, around 9:30, and just kind of chit chat and give you a random insight of whatever on how to improve your self-care, how to sleep, reminding you to drink water, so everybody drinks some water. I got mine right here. Yeah. And have a great day. I just poured water all over myself. Don't do that. Not a plant. I'm not a plant. Don't drink water by pouring it on myself. All right. Well, yeah, Kara, I really good luck with your hair today. And everybody remember, it's just hair, and that's okay. But enjoy your self-care time. I will see you tomorrow.